Welcome to a Star Citizen video. I'm BasedBellagio. We are going to discuss update 3.17 coming up to this perfectly working, perfectly functioning game. Ignore all the graphical glitches you are seeing on screen. This is a $500 million project, guys. Just accept it. And if you don't accept it, you're a hater. And you'll be banned on Twitter. My tiny little 30 follower Twitter channel is banned by head developers of CIG because they can't handle any criticism. I mean, this is acceptable, guys. I know Nintendo games that have less graphical bugs. 30-year-old Nintendo games. But that's fine. We're going to talk about upcoming patches. This is just radical, right? 3.16 has been plagued with problems. Complete and utter problems, but 3.17 is supposed to bring back okay, supposed to bring you back to the game. But we're gonna go over the we're gonna go over it right now. We have a picture of the what you're supposed to believe is the most radical of players, of opinionated players. But really, that's me. I'm gonna have footage of Captain Burks' video in the background. Definitely go check him out. Let's get off this elevator before I put that on. And I'm gonna go over from the player wiki, upcoming things. Wow, lag fest. Lag fest. The performance, as you can see, is just spectacular on 3.16. I'm not on the public test server right now. We're just on the regular stable server, quote unquote. This is the stable server. We have some information on screen for you. Captain Burks' video 3.17 is a game changer from a few days ago. Check it out. We'll have that on in a minute. Let me read you some of the stuff that's coming. And I'm going to give it to you straight up. This is a update for veterans. This is not for you, the new player. Very few things in here that's for the new player. Let's start out with the biggest gameplay loop that they're adding, ship-to-ship refueling. Implementing the systems that will allow players flying specific ships, remember that, very specific ships, to refuel other ships and get paid for it. The player can fill those specific ship fuel tanks from the station using an updated rearm, restock, refuel interface at landing stations. So as of right now, there is only one ship that has this ability. It's not like, you know, the limited mining gameplay loop where you could buy an Argo or a Prospector. The Prospector is 125 to 50 bucks, 150 bucks, I think, to get you playing. But guess what? If you want to try the refueling gameplay loop, you have to pay $300. Okay? $300 is the price of this ship out of game. The Starfarer, the only ship that can do this. If you were to do it in game, it would cost you $6.6 million, $6.7 million. Can you rent it? I would hope so. How much is the rental fee on the Starfarer? Let's take a look. Gotta be on this list, right? So you, the average player, can save up and try this gameplay loop. And I'm not seeing it on the list. That doesn't mean that I'm right. You know, you would have to be crazy to think you can't rent this thing, right? Absolutely incredible. Starfare rental price. Starfare. We're doing this live, guys. Live recording. That's how we do it. So you and me can discover together the intricacies of this game. The Starfare is just for sale. It does not look like you can rent this thing. And my jaw is practically hitting the floor. They might update this with 3.17. Maybe they'll update it and you'll be able to rent this ship. But as of the old lists, you cannot rent it as far as I'm aware. Please, someone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. So as of right now, you have to buy this for $300. And that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. The wiki also states that DNA head texture update, implementing art updates for making your character. So there'll be more variations of character faces. Loreville is finally getting a hospital, guys. After all this time, you will now be able to resurrect on the planet of Loreville. Maria Pure of Heart Hospital. Coffee shop vendor. Area 18 is getting a new interactable coffee shop. The area will interact with 3 new usable hot drink dispensers, soft drink dispensers, drink fridge to serve the player with a variety of new drinks. More immersion. Is this something that we need right now? Absolutely not. We need more available gameplay loops. More available gameplay. Mining gadgets. Here's something that you, the plebeian, the peasant of space, are able to use. You don't have to be Donald Trump, a space Moogle, to use the new gameplay loop. Buying a Starfare. Mining gadgets will help to modify the rock and assist solo miners with mining deposits. The player can attach the device physically to a mineable deposit. You'll have to hop out of your ship, put the item on the mine, and you'll be able to mine rocks outside of your normal zones, your normal spectrum. Things that you couldn't mine before, now you might be able to. Here's something I'm excited for, something that you find in games from 30 years ago. Atari games have this feature. Finally, it's coming to Star Citizen. Selling items to shops. Players will have the ability to sell items from their local inventory to shops using a new interface powered by building blocks. This supports the recently added loot generation feature, allowing these items to be sold for money. This is massive. This is probably the real gameplay loop that's being added in 3.17 that no one's talking about. Everyone's like, you can refuel ships now. Great for the new players that are just starting the game, that they'll never be able to try it. But you could sell items now. This is massive. This makes this become from a graphics demo to an actual playable game. Now you go fighting, you pick up equipment, you could sell the equipment. Huge, huge. RSI Scorpius. Building, implementing, and balancing RSI's heavy fighter, the Scorpius, as a flight-ready vehicle. And the MISC Hull A, finally a MISC cargo ship. One of the ones that the hull ships, not just their normal little one. Encompass all tasks, including design art, audio, and tech required for the implementation of the MISC Hull A cargo hauler in the PU. So that's everything from the wiki. There's more little things on the actual website. Let me pull it up. Let me zoom in a little bit. Rivers Tier 1. It's implementing the first iterations of the river systems. Added a single river with harvestables nearby onto Microtech as a showcase of the system. And all this is coming to planets and moons all around the system. What else did we miss? Shopping and selling Tier 1 we talked about. Ship-to-ship components inventory updates. Major overhaul of the ship personal inventory storage to allow for ship components to be stored and transported inside ships. That adds some type of gameplay loop. Now you can travel around the system transporting parts. Increase the capacity of landing zone storage from 100 SCU to 1,000. Added inventory size values to all purchasable ships items, along with volume and dimensions, which will require certain size ships to transport larger size components. Very awesome, very awesome. Core tech for keybinds in the game glass. You'll be able to keybind different things in the game glass, like, oh, press one button, it'll pop up the refueling. Stuff like that, stuff like that. All definitely good in a right direction. Is this an update that's going to get veteran players back in the game for a while? People like me will probably turn the game on, test it out, try to rent a Starfare, and then be blown away with the fact we can't. Again, I hope I am wrong. Let's play some of this in the background. We got to mute it. Just for some of the graphical features. Again, this is Captain Burks. He's probably pulling some of the visuals from Star Citizen's website. So, check out both Star Citizen's website and Captain Burks. I like Captain Burks because he is not a total shill for Chris Roberts. Like the guy you see on screen here, this man, his name is Peppery Steve or something like that. Peppery Steve. This guy, Peppery Steve, is a complete and utter shill for Chris Roberts. He pretends that he's upset and then ends up capitulating. Pure capitulation to a $500 million game company that's just now providing selling of items. God, it blows my mind that, like, of course I get banned for these things. Oh, Bellagio, your mind's blown over this. Get banned. But Captain Burks, he'll show you his frustration with a game that he loves. He loves Star Citizen. He's not afraid to tell you his utter frustration and soul-crushing bugs, he calls it, in 3.16. Check him out. I like Captain Burks. Peppery Steve, on the other hand, I don't know about Peppery Steve. Star Citizen, as much as I bust their balls, they are making progress in the right direction. Keep adding normal gameplay features is my best advice for this company. Okay? I want you to add player trading, you know, a whole system where you can like trade with other players in a more efficient way. Maybe we could start, now that we could sell to NPCs and different items are starting to gain value, rarity, you know what I mean? Maybe we could start discussing a player-based market, a flea market, like if you play Tarkov, or a broker system if you play Mortal Online. We could start thinking of a player-based economy now, like we're getting in that direction. Before we couldn't even think about that because it's like we can't even sell to NPCs. Why would I expect to sell to Joe Schmo? But now it's all coming. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Give me an idea if you're excited about these upcoming features. We're just walking around behind the scenes. I want to go to my garage off video and see if I have all my glitched rental ships. Check out my video on how to glitch rental ships. Too bad we can't glitch the Starfare, right? Here's Maria Pure of Hope Hospital. When they open it, not open. Yeah, I know the window's up. You can't really see. I have no idea how to get around Lorville, but we will figure that out behind the scenes. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. Guys, thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Hit that subscribe button for more gaming information, gaming news, and the most based opinions around. I'm BasedBellagio. Thank you for watching.